aespa. If I remember correctly, aespa's concept is virtual reality / AI. Is that right? It's, I feel like Matrixy. Yes. Okay. Just so I have some context. We've seen a handful of aespa videos. I think it took me a couple rounds in the beginning to kind of understand it. Why not I say understand it? Not the lore, but to like get it, I guess. This is called Lemonade. They kind of moved on from that a little. So are they not doing it? You know what? You know what? Let me find out. Let's see where we go.
I going all the way. Don't step on the brakes. I take my drama straight. I'll make you lemonade. Cup up, she walk my way. Don't you on my stage. I take my karma straight. I'll make you lemonade. Wait, hold up, no. I can't control my mind. 손끝이 crashing 고민은 jet시다 삼켜버린 damn. Apologies in advance, but show up and I get way too loud. 깨어나, me, myself, and I, that's all mine. With the blessing, true about your all doubts. You probably shouldn't talk right now. Like zip? I don't care. I can tell why I would put it all up on my body, good fashion. 서로 다른 세계들을 다가서면 일어나는 action. Dirty dancing, I'ma go hot, don't know what happened. Cause my day-to-day's in a different lane at a speed that you're never catching up. I go in all the way. Don't step on the brakes. I take my drama straight. I'll make you lemonade. Cup up, she walk my way. Don't jump on my stage. I take my karma straight. I'll make you lemonade. No way, no way. I got no ETA, TA. I'll make you lemonade. No way, no way. I got no ETA, TA. I'll make you lemonade. Wait, oh my god, stop. 얽혀버린 모두 다 mix it like a hurricane. video pieces, all the lemons 난 갈아 마셨다. I don't care if you say I'm freaky. 무표정으로는 say bye. Muchas gracias, mi amor. 전부 삼켜내 like a piece of cake. Make me what you still waiting for. Yeah. I go in all the way. Don't step on the brakes. I take my drama straight. I'll make you lemonade. Cup up, she walk my way. Touch her on my stage. I take my karma straight. I'll make you lemonade. No way, no way. I got no ETA, TA. I'll make you lemonade. No way, no way. I got no ETA, TA. I'll make you lemonade. Ain't no emergency contact. 모든 건 날 위한 party. Bring me that new flavor, you know.
If it never go back, that's what I said. If it never go back to that shot and this giant ass avocado coming out of a hole in the ground, I'm gonna be upset. Make sense out of it.
세상으로 welcome back to my world. I'ma stand all on my own. 어디라도 now I can go. 새롭게 open the door. I need more lemon.
It was a black lemon? What's a black lemon? Is it a lemon that's black?
All the way. Don't step on the brakes. I take my drama straight. I'll make you lemonade. Cup up, she on my way. Don't jump on my stage. I take my karma straight. I'll make you lemonade. No way, no way. I got no ETA.
Yeah, hit that fruit.
Okay, I'll make you lemonade. No way, no way. I got no ETA, TA. I'll make you lemonade. Wait, hold up, stop.
Damn. That's how they should have ended it. Wait, hold up, stop. Damn. Using my voice. Give me them royalties. Okay, so it's a black lemon and not an avocado. I realized that was a silly thing to say. Bro, that's an avocado. It looks rotten. Maybe. Oh, maybe. Why is this so big? Maybe it's, you know what? It's not ripe yet. That's got to be it. It's coming out of the ground. And then when we see it higher, it's yellow. I know none of you will remember this, and I forgive you for that because even I don't remember. Was it aespa that did the dress transition that I lost my mind over? It was the camera comes up, there's one girl there, she's in a dress, the dress changes mid-shot. I lost my mind. Was that aespa? Anybody remember? And I asked that question because when they hit the rain part of this, it had that same feel to it. It was so smooth.
You probably shouldn't talk right now. Like zip.
Oh, dude.
I can tell whatever, put it all up on my body, good confession. 서로 다른 세계들을 다 가지만 일어나는 action. Dirty dancing. I'm
so good.
Go hot, don't know what happened, cause my day to day's in a
Baby Monster, that does sound right, actually. Baby Monster. Oh, man, so much stuff we watch. I love it.
different lane at a speed that you're never catching up. I go in all the way, don't step on the brakes. I take my drama
straight.
I'll make you lemonade.
Well, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Very clever. I take my drama straight. Now, I don't know if this is, it could be any number of reasons. I don't know if it's because things are changing, or more likely it's probably because I took a little bit of a break from the music for a month or whatever it was, a few weeks. But I feel like this and other videos we've been watching, I feel like there's more, I don't know, this felt like there was more of a focus on the individual. I feel like each girl had more of a chance to shine, and we got more vocals kind of laid in front of us than we normally get. And I'm not talking about just aespa. I just mean in general. I feel like there was a window of time there, and it could have absolutely just been me nose first into all of this for a long period of time, and things just start to kind of jumble together. But I felt like there was more individuality in this than I think I was expecting. But I do realize that could be more of a me problem.
Wait, oh my god, stop.
Like, I feel like I can hear the voices better.
Like a hurricane with your piece.
And these effects are great.
Says all the lemons, not gotta mash up that. I don't care if you say I'm freaky. 표정으로는 say bye. Muchas gracias, mi amor. 전부 삼켜내 like a piece of cake. Make me what you still waiting for. Yeah, I go in all the way. Don't step on the brakes. I take my drama straight. I'll make you lemonade. Cup up, she walk my.
So you think they've been popified? You think, so this is, let me see how old this is. This is from May 29th. So this is two days ago. So this is poppier than their other stuff. You say bring back the old aespa. So give me an example. If you're suggesting that they're changing, what you think Choom was the dress? No, I think it's something else. Never mind. What's different? Tell me what's different. I want to understand. I know it's subjective what you're saying. Their pre-release track had mixed reactions. So what are the aespa fans called? I can't remember. Eons? No, that can't be right. Mize? Huh. Mize. Am I saying that right? So the Mize had mixed reactions to the pre-release track. What was the pre-release track? Was it this? Well, no, you would have said this if it was. And Black Mamba. Have we seen Black Mamba? Let's find out. Because now I'm curious. I do want to understand. Oh, Baby Monster Forever was the dress. Thank you, Teddy. Appreciate you. aespa. Let me see what we've seen. We've seen 7 videos. Supernova, Rich Man, Whiplash, Armageddon. Supernova we went back to. Oh, no, Supernova the first take. I said Supernova. Drama and Spicy. Spicy was the first one we watched, then Drama, Supernova, Armageddon, Whiplash. Rich Man, and then Supernova from the first take. All right, so I'm going to check out Black Mamba. Groups are allowed to do different things. You don't have to like everything. I mean, I think that's, yeah. I mean, for sure. I think it's also part of the conversation to hear how the public receives it, right? Because I mean, I think it's kind of a given that not everybody's going to like everything. But for instance, if me, I'll just say as a streamer, if I just all of a sudden one day just stop doing music, stop doing games, and I just start doing karaoke, and I just go hard right because I want to do karaoke, and my audience falls off, I'm taking a chance, right? I mean, it's a reciprocal relationship. You got to hear from the public too, you know? I know some of you would still be here, and that horrifies me. But I do think that it's also part of the conversation we have to consider. Now, I don't think that means that artists should be locked in the box and always do the same thing, but I do think it has to be considered in some way. Whether or not they acknowledge it or follow it, that's a whole different story. So I do want to check out Black Mamba. Let me see here. Black Mamba. Bum, 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 bum. Wordsmith. And let's see how long ago this was. Five years ago. Okay. Let's see. 5 years ago, Black. So let's see how different me as a I guess. Let's see how we get. This is their debut.
I'm addicted, 끊임없이 말을 걸어주는 나의 aespa. 이런 교감, 너의 존재 날 다른 차원으로 이끌었지. 난 세상 중심에 you're in the flat. 내 모든 액션 어린 너의 힘을 키워. 넌 언젠가부터 생각 너 이제까지 보여. 더 이상 못 찾겠어. 너의 유혹에 섞인 건 Black Mamba. 넌 광야를 떠돌고 있어. 나의 분신을 잡고 싶어. I'm addicted. 선언만으론 너의 거대함을 이기지 못해. I'm exhausted. 너의 존재 모두 탄백들을 먹고 자라났지. aespa는 나야. 둘이 될 순 없어. But no chrome to colors. 이건 evolution. Oh, 위험같은 눈을 줘. 내 혁적이지만 널 부정을 받게. 모든 걸 삼켜버릴 Black Mamba.
Damn.
넌 광야를 떠들고 있어. 내게 맞서는 질 수 없어.
Interesting. So does Black Mamba represent like social media and public response and feedback? Is that what that is? I have to say the MV is incredible. It's incredible. I think this is fantastic. And that is a hell of a debut. Hands down. I do agree that the song is a little bit repetitive, but I was willing, and you know me, repetition, I just want to break stuff. It didn't really bother me because the way they were putting all the pieces together in this, I really, really loved. That drop when the chorus would hit and they would drop down in the choreo, I thought that was phenomenal. I thought the song was really good. But here's where I'm torn. Because this whole thing started with, you know, some of the thoughts about like, oh, they feel more poppy now than they were before. So what I'm trying to examine is that true or is it just subjective? Which of course the answer is it's subjective, but I do want to examine it a little bit. Okay. What I'm curious about is, first of all, this is the debut. So it would be easy based on this evidence to say, okay, Black Mamba debut 5 years ago to now 2026. And it was called, what was it called? Lemonade. I don't know if Black Mamba's, I don't even know how, I mean, it's pretty different, but was that just the debut song? I mean, how many times have we seen an artist debut with something and then the song number 2 is completely different? So it doesn't necessarily mean that the debut will have the same sound. I'm trying to poke holes, right? I'm trying to see how much validity I think this has from an outsider looking in. Because I do want to make my own opinion here, right? So what I want to do now is, and I realize we've gone completely rogue, but this is the price you pay when you hang out with someone like me. I do want to examine this pre-debut song, or what was it? What do you call it? A pre-release track? Whole different animal. So this is featuring G-Dragon. So this is the one that got some mixed feedback, huh? Based on this. So this was the pre-release for Lemonade. And it got mixed reactions from the fandom. Okay.
I gotta deal with me now. Don't worry about what else is going on.
Oh, I hear you.
It is what it is, they be like, oh she's a whole different animal. Got the beast unleashed to the net and tease, she's a whole different animal. Body on the hit, to get jumping on, but the white trying to glitch. To the post got me. Whole different animal.
She a whole different animal. Different animal. Whole different animal. Different animal.
I stuck, but furious. My scars, so glorious. Embrace the danger. Kiss, the pressure. She a chip, who's she? Back it up, free. Roll it on my body, I've had enough. 의심 없이 다시 또 내디뎌. Why they don't be talking about this? I wanna talk about it. Why they don't be talking about this? I wanna talk about 난 가질수록 I just get harder. Give me all smoke, gunpowder, woo! It is what it is, they feel like who she's a whole different animal. 모든 게 바뀐 다음 단계 breeze, she's a whole different animal. Body on hit, 터뜨기 점을 넘어 더 완벽해진 glitch. Ain't nobody that can whole different animal.
She a whole different animal. Different animal. Whole different animal. Different animal.
Oh, now you wanna hear me, huh? Oh, now you wanna hear me, huh? Oh, now you wanna hear me go crazy. 답은 내 안에 있어, come test me. Do some. Talk loud, do some. Custom feat처럼 달아, I'm some. It's a new era, feel some. Why they don't be talking about this? I wanna talk about it. Why they don't be talking about this? I wanna talk about 누를수록 I just get harder, harder. Get me all smoke, gunpowder, powder. Woo! It is what it is. They be like, who's she? She's a whole different animal. 모든 게 바뀐 down, get free. She's a whole different animal. Body on heat, 저 특이점을 넘어도 완벽해진 glitch. Ain't nobody that can a whole different animal.
Fire in the hole, walk through with flesh. Living on a whole nother level, just. Why don't you girls different anymore? I'ma get it done. more different vision more. I'ma get it done. Action, reaction, 좀 세레머니. Getcha, dragon, with my ceremony. Hashtag STA. One chicken animal. 배원 시킬 새 whole different animal.
I am a little disappointed we didn't see G-Dragon, besides horse. I want to go back to just prior to his part.
Gunpowder, powder, woo! It is what it.
I will agree, again, this is from a very limited perspective, from an outsider looking in that has no agenda. I'm just trying to form an opinion, an educated opinion based on the information I have. Black Mamba as the debut, the song and the video is strong. It's strong. If that is where their foundation begins, and that's the baseline of aespa, we fast forward to 2026, May 29th. We've got Lemonade. Me personally, I think Black Mamba, it hits harder, but I don't necessarily know if I personally would say that Lemonade is way more poppy than Black Mamba. Some of you will be like, what? And I hear you. But here's where I think if I had to make a guess on where these reactions came from for Whole Different Animal as the pre-release track, this is what I would say. If I were a huge fan of aespa and I knew the videos across the board, and let's say that most of them had the feel and time and effort and power of Black Mamba and even Lemonade. God, now you got me thinking that word because I keep thinking popcorn. This feels very different, okay? Obviously, but why does it feel different? This to me does not have the same level of production and transitions and meat that the other videos that I've seen from aespa. It feels different. I don't know if it's a bad different, but it is different. And I will be honest with you, knowing what I've seen from, what was it? The previous videos that we've watched, their transitions, their video and cinematography work is fantastic. It's strong. This beginning did not feel like them. It didn't feel like it had the aespa flavor.
I gotta do it with me now.
And maybe that's something that maybe that's what somebody was talking about, so they're trying to get away from that. But I don't think that necessarily is a virtual reality thing. I think it's a transitional thing. It's the cinematography. It's how the videos are made and how much work and time goes into them. This did not have that. It had a couple transitions, sure. It had a couple things that were kind of neat, but for the most part, it just felt very different. I don't think it was bad. I just think it was different. And that's probably where you get the people that have lots of things to say, because when things are different, people get upset. They don't like change. They don't like things being different. They don't like things staying the same. because the public is an anomaly, an entity that shifts and morphs and changes. And depending on what kind of information you're looking for and in what places, you will find things to support what you believe. That's what happens. The public will ebb and flow, and then we just make an educated guess. This does feel different to me, but I like the song. The video is just different, you know? I think what they did with the G-Dragon part was clever because they kind of had these masked hooligans kind of going through the city while his part was going on as if it was him and his crew, and it was pretty clever.
Whole different animal.
But overall, I mean, me personally, again, not as a huge fan or stan or whatever, the difference doesn't feel like it's that drastic to me. That's all. Yeah. He included some aespa songs in the verse, so he was referencing them. Okay. Clever. Yeah. Yeah, it's just my opinion. I think it's interesting. I like to dig into it. I think that was a good little detour. Because I do agree that, like, one, the public is going to speak. And then the group, the label, the production, like, they're going to have to kind of sift through that and see what makes sense and what doesn't. That's part of it. Did the direction that they went, did it pay off? Did it not pay off? People hating on it doesn't mean anything. That's always going to happen. But how much of that ratio was real, right? Did we go to Twitter and find out what people are saying? Strike one. Don't do that. Look at sales, look at streams, like there's other analytics that I think are more accurate and reliable than the cesspool that is Twitter. But I'm sure there's some legitimacy to what people are saying on Twitter, although that's just something I say to keep them off my back because I don't like them either. That's why I'm gone from Twitter. What else? Yeah, but I think that's just the way it is. Artists have to grow. They have to. They're going to make a change. Then they're going to see what people say, and then they adjust from there. But I do agree with whoever it was. Maybe it was Vasha that said, but if artists, no, maybe it was Jules. If artists stay exactly the same and just keep pumping out music, people would complain about that too. So it's got to be a balance somewhere,